guys, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name's Carmen, and today I had a little bit of an issue with the internet being a little bit slow, so I figured I would do a pick a card for you. So I'll be sure to insert a little close-up for you so you can see what we're choosing from. But just to give you a little bit of an idea, this is going to be a reading about picking between two different options. Probably for the majority of you, this is a love situation, but it doesn't have to be. I do feel like there's at least one person here that you're already pretty familiar with. So let's see which one you resonate with more. We have the Tattoo Tarot, and then pile 2 would be the Edgar Allan Poe with the Pyrite Skull, and then pile 3 is the Jack-o'-lantern Tarot. So when we, split up into our little groups, I'll also use a clarifying deck for each of these to make sure we have as precise a message as possible for all of you. But let's call in spirit real quick. A little bit of wind chime time. And I hope all of you are having a wonderful day. Let's dive in, shall we? Hey, pile 1, excellent choice. I love the Tattoo Tarot and this little griffin that guards this. So let's dive in and see what this choice is all about for you. Like I said at the beginning, this could be something pertaining to your love life. We have the Hierophant in the reverse. The Hierophant in the upright is sometimes indicative of like a higher level relationship. Can also be about a boss. So it feels to me like we may be talking about a situation where you've been letting go of one situation, or one person rather, that was maybe a little bit unpredictable or a little bit uncompromising. There's something here that they just wouldn't change, and it was something you were maybe unwilling to accommodate, right? Like, well, then maybe you were just not compatible. So there's this opportunity to move forward, perhaps even move to a different location. And I feel like we have somebody here who's really focused on the possibilities that are out there. Having a little bit of a choice would therefore make a lot of sense, right? Let's see what else we have for you. 8 of Pentacles. I'm getting like a Mary Tyler Moore vibe right now, like somebody who's working really hard and yes, wants to find a relationship, but acknowledges that sometimes you have to focus on other things. It's like you're working to make sure that there's a strong foundation for who you are as a person before, adding something else to the mix. We have the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Page of Pentacles in the reverse kind of feels to me like there's been a pivot or a change because something you thought that was inevitable for your life is maybe not necessarily going to happen. You may have had a change in perspective. For example, someone deciding they don't want to have children or deciding they want to change to a different career. There's something about a fresh start requiring some work, but it's worth it because there's a passion here, or there's something that just makes sense for you right now. And with the 5 of Swords in the reverse, there's almost like a feeling that you want to be able to help others around you and make a difference for the people around you. So you're very focused on what can I do to make this better or more of a success, or maybe even a little bit distract myself, right? Page of Swords and the Death card. This was not a mutual decision. Somebody still wanted to be in a relationship with you and finds it difficult to not be like told the little things throughout the day, right? Like, how did your shift at work go? How did your, I don't know, girls' night out go, or your bachelor party, in Las Vegas for your buddy. You know, like there's just a distance that feels really painful for somebody, and they know that in some way, I think they know that there's a slim chance that they would be able to get close again because they were a little bit heartless here or a little bit selfish, and it's hard to come back from that. This could be somebody that has Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra in their chart, but I think more importantly, this is somebody who doesn't really know how to communicate emotions very effectively. Page of Wands in the reverse. Page of Wands is communication. So it kind of confirms what I was just saying. This is not somebody who's great with communication. This is somebody who might be a little bit like gruff in their efforts to communicate. And with the Hanged Man in the reverse, this is somebody who's viewed as stubborn. This is somebody who doesn't necessarily take facts and then update their opinion. They're going to hold on to whatever their version of the story is. We have the Queen of Wands in the reverse, and based on what I've already said about this person, yeah, it feels like this person kind of shoots themselves in their own feet now and then because they're not great at communication, right? I'm trying to think of a good example. Like the show House, if you've ever seen it, where the doctor, what's his actual name? I can't remember his first name. He's just a bit of a grump, right? He's not got those people skills that generally you want to have when you have to communicate things like somebody might be dying. So there are a lot of these moments where you hope that the communication will go better than you expect, but then, you know, it just gets awkward quick, right? So almost like somebody doesn't really flourish, or like, how do I want to say this? Like, add anything sweet on top, right? It's just, here's the honest truth, and if you don't like it, that's not really my job, right? So there's loss. Perhaps friendships, perhaps like career opportunities. I mean, we have the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse and the Nine of Pentacles. Together, that's the Ten of Pentacles. There have been losses because this person doesn't know how to communicate very well. Six of Pentacles. There's an attempt here to make things a little more equal or a little bit more even, perhaps like a peace offering of some sort, a gift even. Somebody may even send flowers. But we have somebody here that knows that they need to make some progress here in terms of how they interact with people. And if they don't, they're not going to be able to address whatever this issue is in terms of what they've lost. You know, if they want to make new friends, if they want to find a new job, if they want to be in a new relationship, somebody knows they have to be the one to address that. They can't keep blaming other people. So we have the Eight of Wands, the King of Cups in the reverse, and the Page of Cups. So I feel like at the same time, you have communication coming in from a new person and an old person. King of Cups in the reverse being, I think, the person who can't communicate, especially their emotions. And then the Page of Cups is coming across to me as a new offer. So you basically are being asked to use your discernment, figure out whether or not this person that you know from the past has actually been able to address the things that caused them to be woefully inept at a relationship in the first place, or if they're still in that same energy. And if they are, then there's this new person that's like, hey, what about me? I've been working on my stuff. The Hermit is somebody who seeks wisdom. So this is somebody who I think you could pretty readily assume is going to do right by you. But obviously we need to do just a little bit more digging. Let's clarify with the Rider-Waite. What else do we have? Nine of Wands in the reverse is generally, especially with the Page of Swords in the reverse, which is the reverse of this card, by the way, Six of Wands in the reverse. This is somebody who's realized that they can't keep doing the same thing and expect things to get better. Like they've dug themselves into a pretty deep hole here, and they have to make effort here in order to ingratiate themselves in the eyes of others, the people that have been frustrated by this behavior or lack of action. This person has admitted to themselves, this is what makes it difficult for me to have a good time, or makes it difficult for people to want to be in my presence, respect me, whatever it is. And they're actually looking at whether or not they could change this, whether or not there is an opportunity here to take things, you know, with a grain of salt instead of throwing a bit of a temper tantrum when things don't go their way. So with the Eight of Cups, we do have somebody that I think is learning a lesson based on the fact that their actions and behaviors cause somebody that they love to walk away. But you know what? I want to know about this like new person. We have this Hermit card. This new person could have Virgo in their chart, but doesn't have to. Tell me a little bit more about the Virgo Hermit individual. We've got Five of Pentacles in the reverse and the Strength card. This is somebody who has gone through a lot and had to cut some people out of their life, or maybe make a pretty, expansive change in their life. They could have moved to a new area. This is somebody who's rebuilding. This is somebody who has lost a lot or lost a lot of people, but through this challenge, they've been able to build courage, let go of some of those fears or insecurities, and start to demonstrate a confidence that they didn't have previously. Tell me more about the Hermit, please. Queen of Cups in the reverse. Four of Wands. This person may have been in a significant relationship. It doesn't have to have been marriage, but it could have been. They may have had children. But this is with somebody who was emotionally manipulative. So I feel like this new person is somebody that would be able to relate to the experiences you've had in the context of a relationship, because they have dated people similar to that as well. So that may be something that initially kind of clues you into who this person is. But this is somebody who is more comfortable in a monogamous, happy relationship. And now that everything is changing, they understand what it is that they want in a relationship. And I think they see it in you. But they know about the King of Cups. We have the King of Cups in the reverse again. They know. They know that this is somebody that doesn't treat you as well as you deserve to be treated. So I think this person is well aware of the competition, right? All right, we'll get a couple from the Everyday Witch, and then we'll call it a day, pile one. What else do we have for pile one, please? We have Judgment. I like that we have some music bars coming out there. I feel like for some of you, you may want to just ask, like, put it on some sort of random playlist of music that, you can't necessarily predict what's going to happen, right? And then just ask for a song that tells you about this person and about this person. And you may find that it rings true. There's going to be ways for you to confirm how you feel about somebody through your intuition being backed up by something else. So pay close attention to that kind of thing. With the Ace of Swords in the reverse, there is some issue here with somebody not being fully honest. So you may want to be asking questions and trusting but verifying, right? Tell me more, please. We have the Tower. Three of Pentacles in the reverse. This came across to me as a game of musical chairs where everything gets kind of rearranged. And as a result, there are new opportunities. That could also be confirmation that we have somebody here that is moving or has moved. But we have definitely a change here that makes opportunities available. We have the World in the reverse. Somebody feels like there's unfinished business here. But they have something that they're hiding. There's some reason that you may not want to tolerate an offer from this person from the past, and I feel like the key here is to make sure if you have a question of this person that you ask it and then determine whether or not you think they're being honest with you. We have the Ten of Cups, Magician in the reverse. Remember that your Ten of Cups or your like happily ever after isn't something that you need to force. Whatever is meant for you will be for you, and I feel like it is one of these people, but they have to be able to demonstrate that they have done the healing or that they're ready for something that has this level of strength and courage, not living your life out of fear, right? So with the Three of Cups, you're being encouraged to go to some parties or do something social, maybe a little bit more so than you do on the average week or day, because there is somebody that you're supposed to meet if you haven't met them already. But this is a very perceptive, intuitive individual, so I feel like you'll get along quite well. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for the likes and subscribes, and I'll see you later, you guys. Hey Pile 2, I hope you're ready for your reading. Good choice with the Edgar Allan Poe and the little skull. Let's see what we have for you regarding this decision. So we have somebody that feels as though they have to make a choice a little bit faster than they'd want to, and a sense that they got some kind of information recently that tipped the scales in a way they didn't expect. With the Three of Cups in the reverse, I feel like there's a temptation here to walk away from somebody that you maybe expected to be able to trust for a long time. There may have been some sort of lie or misrepresentation that made you feel like you couldn't befriend or date somebody that was actually innocent. We have the Queen of Wands and the Three of Swords in the reverse. So this could be somebody that maybe is into crystals or tarot or astrology that gets kind of talked about as, you know, not all there or a little bit lame because of what she likes. I'm not taking anything personal, don't worry, you guys. But with this Three of Swords in the reverse, this is somebody who's healed. So I feel like this is just somebody who's misunderstood in general and somebody who's talking crap about her, but it ended up not being true. So this Queen of Wands could be you, it could be your person, but there is a change happening here that favors this Queen of Wands energy. And it kind of looks to me like it's also kind of delivering a little bit of karma to somebody who thought that they could manipulate the situation to their favor. Instead, things are going to get better for this Queen of Wands. We have the King of Cups. The King of Cups looks to be the person who has a decision to make. They've realized perhaps that they've made the wrong decision in terms of a relationship, either to reject something outright or to choose something other than the one they wanted, the one that was intended for them. There is kind of like an anger or frustration here that feels a little bit like I knew what it was like to be in a situation with somebody that really cared about me and was my partner in crime. And now I don't really feel like accepting anything less than that because, you know, I don't know. I don't know if you can really say like once you've had caviar, you don't really feel like going back to other food. But you know, this person had an experience that taught them what unconditional love was, and so it's kind of difficult to be satisfied with that empty bullshit kind of love, right? We have the Two of Wands in the reverse, Judgment in the reverse, Nine of Swords. Somebody is nervous or upset, anxious, sleepless because they chose the wrong one. They may have thought that the person they chose to go for was somebody that they were not. We could have had somebody here wearing a mask, but there's definitely a sense that something needs to change because you're aware that this decision wasn't the right one for you. So this King of Cups has, I think, has the decision to make here. Yeah, he's realized that whomever he chose as his partner or felt was the right choice for his partner, they've been exposed as not being a good choice, not being the right person. Perhaps they've been in some way cruel or deceptive, because now this King of Cups is ready to end whatever this relationship with this person is. It could be a marriage. And it's all because they've seen this person's true colors and they feel like this Queen of Cups in the reverse is not to be trusted. Not to be trusted at all. So, a sense of disappointment, right? Like maybe I should have been a little bit smarter before I did what I did or chose what I chose. We have the Sun in the reverse and Strength. I feel like whoever this King of Cups is, there is a need here for you to be reminded that we all make mistakes. We all experience failure or some sort of trip up in our life, right? More than one generally. Don't be too harsh on yourself. Don't let this put you in a funk or make it difficult for you to get things done. There is a reason this happened, and I feel like it's made you stronger, it's made you smarter, and it's going to help you in the long run when you deal with people that don't have the best of intentions for you. So look at this as a lesson. Consider it something that has made you a better person, because now you know what is down that path, right? Now you know that's not what you want. We have the Three of Wands, waiting for your ships to come in. Nine of Cups in the reverse, and Six of Cups. So it's almost like you feel like there's some penalty here for your actions, some consequence that will be particularly difficult for you. It could even be something that you feel could impact your finances or your ability to be in a long-term relationship. I feel like in many cases this is the potential to mess up your finances, but also make it difficult for you to be in a healthy relationship with the love interest you're focused on, right? All right, let's get some clarification for you guys. All right, let's go with the Marigold Tarot. What else do we have for pile 2, please? We have the Wheel of Fortune, Ten of Cups. I like seeing that Wheel of Fortune twice, both times in the upright. There is an ending here. You've learned a very important lesson. So I do think there is a need to, again, remind you, don't be so hard on yourself. You have learned something very important, and as a result, things are going to be changing in your favor. So you did take the message to heart and, you know, look yourself in the mirror and say, I shouldn't have done that, right? I understand now what I need to do, or I need to do things a little bit differently from now on to be more authentically myself. So we have the World and the reverse, something that feels like unfinished business. This feels to me like letting go of one relationship, or perhaps even the idea of superficial relationships, and being honest with yourself about, you know what, I think what I really want is this person that I can't stop thinking about, this person who does help me be a more reliable version of myself or a better version of myself, who offers support and love in a very considerate way. So this is like kind of a serious moment here where somebody says, I don't want to play any games anymore. I know what I need to do. Two of Cups in the reverse. There may be an end that somebody didn't anticipate here. It could be a friendship. It could be another relationship. We have the Nine of Swords again. We had that at the beginning from the Edgar Allan Poe. This time it's represented as a toothache. This is something that someone is struggling to forget. It's like a toothache. It's constant, right? So there's a sense of urgency here because somebody feels like they need to address this situation, or they may lose out on whatever this is. Probably whoever this is. There could be a sense here that we have two people that have a decision, right? We could have somebody that decides to actually close out an old cycle and then move towards somebody that they've fallen for, where that person they've fallen for also has to let go of something from their past. Three of Pentacles, or Three of Rings, and the Four of Rings in the reverse. Yes, let go of one to retain another. There's kind of like an equal give and take here, right? I can't keep both of these individuals. I have to choose one. We have the Emperor in the reverse. Seven of Wands. Somebody is protected here, even though they may not feel like they are. For some of you, there's someone on the other side that's trying to make sure that everything goes as smoothly for you as possible. You may have some way of picking up on their energy, like random lights going off, or, you know, seeing butterflies or beetles or ladybugs, something like that. But there are messages that are coming to you, and probably also to your person. And it feels to me like this is saying, why are you accepting a life without love when you know exactly where you could go to find that love? It's time to actually do, you know, the thing and pursue the relationship that you want instead of, you know, playing games. Star in the reverse, because those games are generally only played by people who are not healed, and that is just going to create toxic drama and not a very healthy relationship kind of situation, right? All right, let's get some clarification with the Steampunk Tarot, and then we'll call it a day. What else do we have for pile 2, please? We have the Four of Cups in the reverse, Seven of Wands in the reverse. You're being encouraged to take a bit of a risk here. Be curious, open-minded, and a little bit more likely to say yes than no. Some of you may need to come out of a bit of a hermit period of your life. All right, what else do we have for pile 2, please? Six of Pentacles in the reverse, Knight of Swords. Things are going to change rather dramatically here, perhaps really quickly for you, so try to just kind of breathe. But it looks to me like there's going to be an unexpected like windfall of money, or an unexpected apology, or even like a visit. And this is somebody who's been trying to find information on you for a while. They may have been watching your social media. They may have been asking other friends about you. There's that Strength card again. You may be dealing with somebody that has Leo in their chart. We have the Two of Swords. Again, we have a decision here, right? Not an easy decision, but I do feel like whoever you are, you know which way you probably should go. It just isn't necessarily the easiest, right? Four of Swords in the reverse. One person may make it seem like you have to kind of walk on eggshells around them, or may seem like a little bit less compassionate. So I think you know that's probably less likely to be a healthy relationship. We have the Two of Pentacles. There could be somebody here who's having financial issues. If they're relying on you to ease those burdens, I would encourage you to find something that is not codependent. Tell me about the King of Pentacles, please. Six of Swords. Things are about to get much better. And it feels to me like a solid relationship is just one of the ways that life is about to improve. But one thing that needs to change is this habit of expecting the worst. I need to keep my thoughts kind of positive is what this message is, right? Like, don't let the boogeyman live in your head rent free, right? We have the Nine of Wands in the reverse, a sense that something is going to like end or give up that has been frustrating or annoying. This could be something that has gotten in your way financially. So if there was a case that was pending and you were waiting for them to make the final decisions or send out the money that they owe you, there's movement here for you. And with the Three of Swords in the reverse, this is going to help you with regards to healing. So, good stuff. Thank you so much for watching Pile 2. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you for the likes and subscribes. I'll see you in the next reading. Hi Pile 3, I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. Good choice with the Jack-o'-lantern tarot. It's one of my favorites. Let's see what else we have for you regarding whatever this major decision is for you. I kind of feel like there's something here that you're already aware of could be problematic, but hopeful that it might be better this time around. Kind of like working at a place that's under new management. Yeah, so here you are, regardless of your gender, you're coming out as the High Priestess, and there is a new opportunity here, and I feel like your decision is, do I want to do the new thing, or do I want to stay with the existing, or the kind of like older thing, right? For some of you, this is changing a job, changing a relationship, moving to a different place, but it requires a little bit of a spine, right? You have to have like let go of your fears in order to be able to move forward with whatever this new opportunity is. We have the Five of Cups, indicating we have somebody that may be thinking a little bit too much about the past, holding on to things that really should be let go, maybe even resisting forgiving somebody that it would be in your best interest to forgive. There's something here that needs to be left in the past. We have the King of Wands and the Knight of Cups. So that could be our answer, right? What needs to be left in the past is somebody here that appears to be argumentative, defensive, perhaps even a little bit of a bully. And they're trying to make a love offer here with this Knight of Cups. So I feel like this could be the person from your past. And the question mark here, of course, is, has this person actually changed, or are they still acting like a clown? We have the Page of Pentacles and the Four of Cups. There is a little bit of a concern here that for some of you, it's too easy to fall back into old patterns, and therefore new opportunities, when they present themselves, may be a little bit too much of a stretch for you to really make a change. So I'm challenging you right now. If you know you are not happy in a situation, do what you can to make a change. Obviously, we all have to make sure that we can do the life part of things, right? Do what makes sure you are happy, healthy, and able to sleep at night. But we have somebody here that I think is staying in a situation longer than they want to because of somebody else, right? Like worrying that that other person won't be happy. Well, what if you're not happy? There is some secret here that may come out, something that you may have already asked about and somebody omitted the answer or didn't want to give you an honest answer, and it didn't sit right with you. You were like, you know, I asked you a question and you told me an answer, but I don't think that there's any chance that's actually the truth. It may have even encouraged you to do a little bit of digging on your own or ask somebody else to, you know, give their own version of the events. We have the Seven of Cups and the Fool. We've got somebody here who lied, somebody who's creating an illusion. And I feel like this is all because they're afraid that if they don't create an illusion or if they don't lie to you, you're going to be out that door and ready for that new chapter in your life. So this looks to me like somebody who's trying to say they're willing to work on whatever doesn't seem to be working currently in the relationship, when in reality they have no plans on changing whatever it is that has been a problem for you guys. But you have already changed. That's the problem. Sometimes we have in a relationship, it's working out great, and then one person starts to work on themselves and this other person is like, nah, I'm actually great where I am right now. I don't want to work on myself anymore. And that can be frustrating because then there's this disparity, right? There's a disconnect. And I feel like that's what's happening here. Somebody has let go of something that was no longer serving them or is ready to kind of level up into the next chapter of their life. But their partner is like, nah, I'm good. I'm gonna stay right here. Sometimes we can't take them with us, you know? Seven of Wands, Queen of Pentacles and the reverse and the World. It looks to me like there is an end here to a chapter. It's just a difficult decision. It's a difficult thing to finally do, right? There's a sense of needing to wait for the right time to have this conversation, or having things sorted out in a way where if the conversation doesn't go well, you know where to go, what to do. Make some plans, because it looks to me like you already know the right thing to do is to end this relationship, or it could be a job, and move towards something new. But there's a hesitation, kind of like when you have to remove a band-aid and you're like, this is gonna hurt. I know it's gonna hurt. Maybe I should leave it for another day, right? It'll be fine. No, take your stupid band-aid off. It's stinky. Yeah, and you just gotta pull the band-aid off, the Rand-Aid. 5 of Wands and the 3 of Pentacles in the reverse. Because the arguing isn't going to stop. It's only making it worse for you. You're just like frustrated at this point. Like, why am I still dealing with this person when it's pretty obvious to me that there is a difference between the two of us, right? I'm trying, and it feels like they are not trying. All right, let's get some clarification for you. We'll go with the Morgan beer. What else do we have for pile 3, please? Knight of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. So it looks to me like we have progress being made. Someone looking at the situation analytically, or with a little bit more of a practical mind, and seeing that there's a way to make things change in the way that they think they need to. So this could be like realizing you have the funds to be able to go rent your own place or buy your own place before things are finalized with your current living situation. Something like that, right? Like getting your ducks in a row. Ace of Pentacles, a new opportunity. Yeah, definitely a new opportunity here, and something that just feels right. You may even at some point kind of question if this is real, like pinch yourself, like, I don't know, this is what I was hoping for. I just didn't think this would be as easy as it is. 6 of Wands, victory, success. Getting what you want because you were smart enough to let go of something you didn't want. Right? Saying, you know what would really make me happy is if I had that, or if I did that. And then you did it. But we have this person from your past. Remember I said they were not letting go of whatever holds them back. They're over here watching the situation go down, feeling like every time you do something for yourself to improve your own life, that it's like hurting them or rude to them in some way. Like, how come you did that all on your own and I can't be there with you? I think we had that conversation, right? There's a sense that this person doesn't really understand why things happened the way that they did, and that's because they're not looking at it as, what can I do to improve this situation, or what did I do to get myself in that situation, right? Okay, so here's this new person. So we have the Knight of Wands and the King of Wands looking at each other, and then the 2 of Wands indicating a choice. So we have somebody who is immature, unwilling to work on the things that are problems, unwilling to act as a team with their partner, running into this King of Wands, which is like the warrior king. This is somebody who knows how to take action. This is somebody who is generally pretty attractive, but also just knows how to move forward instead of getting stagnant or acting immature. So it's a clear, I think, decision for whoever you are, pile 3. You want that King of Wands because this Knight of Wands hasn't really shown me the consistency or willingness to act on what they need to change. And this 10 of Cups is what you get with this King of Wands. So This could be somebody that has Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius in their chart, by the way, this new person. Let's get a little bit of clarification here for you from the miniature Rider-Waite. Tell me more about the King of Rods, please, or King of Wands. Page of Wands in the reverse, Ten of Cups. This is somebody who may be a little bit shy when it comes to admitting how deep their feelings are for you. They may feel like they need to kind of take it a little bit slower with you because of what you've been through or how much time you've had on your own. They may feel like if they rush it, the wrong message will come across, and they know that you've just been dealing with a breakup, right? Two of Cups in the reverse. Tell me more about the King of Wands. He may have also recently dealt with a breakup. That might be something that you connect with this person regarding. We have the Fool in the reverse and the King of Swords in the reverse. Definitely looks to me like somebody is working towards a new beginning, or, you know, enjoying a new beginning because they walked away from somebody that was critical, heartless, and constantly looking for a fight. This King of Wands felt like they had to take time out to themselves to like de-stress and calm down so often that they ended up realizing this isn't normal, this isn't how it should be, right? Queen of Swords in the reverse. I don't need to be with somebody that is, you know, abrasive, argumentative, unsupportive. So you may bond over there, that kind of situation. Ten of Wands in the reverse. There's a partnership here between you and this King of Wands that helps each other let go of the burdens from the people that have neglected or been a little bit selfish around you guys. There could be a difficult mother figure here that gave a bad example in terms of what relationships should be like. Oh, that's sweet, but they see you as this really loving, caring individual who knows how to handle your business on your own with the Nine of Pentacles. They may also see you as very intuitive. You did come out as the High Priestess. So there's a lot of respect and admiration here by the King of Wands for whomever you are. Remember, don't get too caught up on the gender that comes through in tarot. We all have masculine and feminine energy within us. Thank you for listening, you guys. I hope you give me a like or a subscribe and that you enjoyed the reading. I'll see you on the next one.